can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice.
Hey everybody, welcome back to this episode of the Fair Catch Podcast. You are not seeing things. We're back. We're back. That was, I don't
Unplanned hiatus.
I don't even have an explanation for you.
We had one for last week. We had family in town.
Yeah, family in town for last week, but the week before, I don't know what happened.
I was just lazy.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, we can't do that. We can't be lazy. We gotta be on the grind. So, we apologize for that. That was unplanned. Mm-hmm. For sure. Won't happen again. If it does happen again, we'll tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here and you have not already, you look below, you see the subscribe button is not pressed, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Hit that button so that way, if this ever does happen again, you'll be notified when we actually do our job and drop an episode. So, go ahead and like our page, comment on down below if you are so, well, obliged.
Okay.
Get that good juju going on.
Good juju.
Switching some things up a little bit. And if you look beside that, and see that notification bell is not pressed, go ahead and hit it for the same purposes. It'll automatically notify you. Go ahead and drop a comment. Leave something nice. Leave something nice.
Something.
Forgot a couple syllables there. But leave something nice in the comments about Zachary, about the show, about the upcoming holiday season, which is next week. That's right. Christmas is next week.
2025. Almost done already.
Dude, that's crazy. And if I sound a little off, it is because I got some things going on, and it's been like that for the last several days, and some things are getting better.
Throat dysphagia.
Some things are getting better, some things are not. As of right now, the throat is not getting better.
He has throat dysphagia.
It's not a term. And if it was, I probably want to go see a doctor about that, because that sounds rough. And also, you've never seen me in glasses, but this is what I look like with glasses. We had
hit a guy with glasses, would you?
Wow. Oh, you hit a guy with glasses. Smart. Anyway.
That's a funny movie.
What is that? Wreck-It Ralph? Yeah.
I've seen both.
When you have a kid, you get to know these movies.
Everybody wants Kung Fu Fighting.
That's his new obsession, is Kung Fu Panda.
Those kids are fast as lightning.
He's in the corner, by the way, because Caitlin is not home to watch him for us. But his new obsession has been Kung Fu Panda. And
it's good movies.
I think the other weekend, he didn't want to watch Kung Fu Panda 1. He wanted to go through...
His ears breaking up. He
wanted to start with Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu Panda 4. Isn't there a fifth one? I think they're working on a fifth one.
Okay.
And then we were able to go watch Kung Fu Panda 1. But that took 2 days to watch Kung Fu Panda 1. He's very...
Your storyline was all jacked up.
It was. He had no idea what was going on. It was great. I knew exactly what was going on.
That's like watching Star Wars 4, 5, and 6 and watching like 2 and 3.
I hated the way they did that. But I guess,
I've heard multiple reasons why he did that. I don't know.
Do any of them make sense? No, probably not. But no. Anyway, back to this whole debacle. And my glasses. Had some furniture delivered Friday. Brand new, beautiful bed set. Shout out Uncle Steve for helping us get that. Mattress, frame, adjustable base. Oh, almost died.
Wow.
Dresser, chest of drawer, nightstands, the whole nine.
The whole nine.
Woke up Friday morning and my eye was not having it. I thought it was pink eye. Fortunately, it was not. But I ended up going to the doctor. I had some things going on in my eyelid, etc., etc. I'm on an antibiotic drop for my eye. Hence, I can't wear contacts for at least until tomorrow.
At least until it stops twitching.
Yeah. I'm on an antibiotic drop for 5 days, 4 times a day, and I left them at work today. So I am going to be 1 drop short today. But it is probably also my fault because I am known to forget to switch out my contacts. I have monthlies, which I have grown to hate, and I forget to switch them out from time to time.
Loser.
I haven't in a while, I don't think, but it's kind of started a vicious cycle to where I have done it in the past, and now it's just kind of like...
You also have styes in your eyes.
The issue is there. I haven't had one of those in a while.
I thought that was just like a consistently thing.
I haven't had one since that one really bad one, almost probably 10 years ago. and they put me on that medicine, and the doctor knew exactly what medicine was. I couldn't begin to tell you what it was. But that's my issue. This is why I look like and sound the way I do. So I apologize for it. But if you're into the nerdy sport guy look, then hey, you're welcome. Let's get on with this episode, shall we? Zachary, how are you?
Time out. Have you ever realized when girls say that they're into nerds, she's really into big buff guys who sometimes wear glasses?
Yeah, well, that's not my case. I'm married already, so I mean, my wife's a nerd.
She is that.
Yeah, not really. I mean, she doesn't she has your typical.
She loves Twilight. It's weird.
No, she does. I don't.
Bro, she talks about Twilight all the time.
Not really.
Well, she doesn't talk about it all the time, but she loves watching the movies.
I mean, we've seen them with her. Some of it.
Unfortunately.
I mean, Lord of the Rings is more her speed.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I've never watched.
And the Hobbits, Harry Potter, that kind of stuff.
I've never watched a Harry Potter movie or Lord of the Rings.
I have watched some Harry Potter because of her.
You've watched The Hobbit.
I've watched some of The Hobbit because of her, some of the Lord of the Rings because of her.
I'm a Star Wars guy.
Some of... What was the other one we were talking about?
Twilight.
Some of Twilight because of her. The whole Twilight thing is just trippy.
I've always been Team Jacob, even though I've never watched the movie.
I don't really care.
Vampires are weird.
I mean, I can't see Patterson now without seeing Batman, or vice versa. So,
Batman.
It's just...
You would choose a vampire or a werewolf. That's my thing.
Well, didn't she have a kid with the vampire, though?
I don't know. Well, she was a vampire, so I guess...
Well, she wasn't, naturally one.
No, I think Jacob, or whatever, Edward?
Edward, yeah.
Turned her into one. I don't
bitter.
know. I think.
Or something. And I think she, wanted it. Bite me, Edward, kind of thing. She wanted to get bit so she could be a vampire. Because that had something to do with, the kid, I think. Obviously, I know Twilight.
It's been a long day. That was funny.
It has been a long day, dude. That also doesn't help that I don't feel the greatest, but I have also come to the realization that we had to do something tonight.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably be, if we had filmed, I'd probably have taken the time, the rest, but such is life. There's no stop. For the hustle don't stop,
The
bro.
grind don't stop, brother.
But no. Yeah, I'm so well versed on all things Twilight, as you can tell.
Twilight. Yeah.
So, but Zachary, how was your week? How was your last couple weeks since we haven't seen you or even talked really?
We haven't talked.
We haven't really talked much, even though you live here. We really haven't discussed much of anything.
We haven't texted as much as we usually do in the past couple weeks. That's for sure.
We're starting to split up apparently.
Yeah.
The split up is happening.
No, just Washington hasn't been doing good, so there's been a lot of back and forth about that.
There hasn't been a lot going on, period. The teams this year, man. Is going into it, you thought you had
Favorites.
your obvious Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Ravens, blah 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 blah, blah Rams. 2 of those teams are doing well, and so it's not a whole lot for us to. And that kind of makes it sound like us as brothers, we only ever talk about sports. We don't talk about anything else in life, which isn't true. I try to talk to him about it, but he's has no interest in talking about anything life related.
What are you talking about?
Just saying. That one time you all bummed out, and I tried to get it out of you, dude. I pestered you for an hour on the drive home.
Because I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, it was stupid. It was just me and you in the car.
I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, guess what?
Maybe it was you.
No, I got it out of him. I don't remember what the issue was.
Well, that's not for the pod.
Let's just air it out. Dirty laundry. What's the matter with you? But yeah, no. It hasn't a lot been going on, so don't do that.
What's that scene from Parks and Rec? I'm not sleeping. None of my old hobbies interest me.
Oh. It's not depression or anything. How's your week been? What have you been up to?
A whole bunch of nothing, really. To be honest with you. Nothing is really... I can't even remember what we've done over the past couple weeks. To be honest with you. Everything's just been
It's been really mushed together with the holidays and everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
this weekend, we did nothing. What did we do the previous weekend? We did something the previous Saturday. And I can't remember for the life of me what it was. It was just a niece's birthday party.
Yeah, it was a whole big thing. We had breakfast for Lincoln, a Christmas breakfast with Lincoln that we
Yeah.
went to go to, which was cool. I mean, it was a whole vibe if you're into that stuff. But, and then we had Skylar's birthday party,
Yeah.
and then we just kind of chilled. Like, I mean, this part is really boring. I understand.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you stayed here. I went to Mom's for dinner because Katie had a headache
Oh, yeah, I
or
guess.
something like that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, nothing. I had to drive to Front Royal last Wednesday. That was fun.
Yeah, for some safety class or whatever.
Safety meeting, yeah.
Yeah, it's bogus.
Just to walk around the store for 45 minutes and
Bogus.
then have to drive another 2 hours back down
Yeah,
here.
whatever. All right, well, that's enough of that because that was horribly boring.
I live a boring life.
Yeah, I mean,
You
we
should
haven't
not
really
asked me that question.
like honestly, we really haven't done a whole lot this week. Like I'm trying to schedule meetings with millions and everything to try to get some stuff going, but
We're gonna have some fun stuff planned this week.
what are we doing this week?
This weekend, I should say.
I don't think. What are we doing this weekend?
Well, the church's Christmas party this
We're
Friday.
doing Christmas party Friday. We're doing Christmas with Katie's family Saturday.
Washington plays Saturday.
Washington plays Saturday, so that'll be
Something. It won't be fun.
it'll be background noise
It'll be entertainment in a sense.
of sort. But with that being said,
It'll be
let's
about as entertaining as Johnson's
let's go ahead
last match.
and get into the week of games that we just witnessed. Because there were some interesting ones, some
Surprising ones.
surprising ones, and some games that kind of brought you back down to reality. So
Back to reality.
back to life. Go ahead.
All right. The Falcons beat the Buccaneers 29-28 in a 14-point comeback.
Yeah, it seems like Kirk Cousins always gives the Bucs issues.
The Bucks give the Bucks issues. I don't know
Well,
what happened.
yeah, like they've just kind of fallen off, man. It's been bad.
I work with somebody who's a Bucks fan. I'm like, dude, y'all just need to buy a defense.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, can you imagine? Let's take a pause for a second. Can you imagine if the NFL didn't have a salary cap like baseball?
Dude, Kansas City would never lose the Super Bowl.
No, it wouldn't even be Kansas. Dallas would never lose a Super Bowl.
Oh, that's true. Jerry Jones got all the money.
And they got that. He's got that oil money, man.
He's got that old man money.
It's oil.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So Dallas would never lose anything.
Them, it would be Dallas. But they're the NFC. What would be the AFC team that would never lose?
It doesn't matter.
Well, because they would always win the Super Bowl. But who would make it to the Super Bowl?
Bean doesn't like to spend money over there in Buffalo.
Because
The Bengals don't like to spend money.
Patrick Mahomes would be with Dallas.
Yeah,
Because Jerry Jones would just write him a check for 8 zeros.
yeah, he would load them. I don't know, dude, because I feel like Baltimore isn't scared to spend money.
At least on their defense.
Yeah. So it could be a Dallas Baltimore thing going back to back, but it's always gonna be Dallas because Jerry Jones has the most money in the world. So at least when it comes to NFL standards.
See, that's the thing about. You would think that, but that doesn't work for baseball. Baseball doesn't have a salary cap, but you never have seen people go well, except for the Dodgers.
It's always the Dodgers, Yankees.
No, the Capitals made it. I mean, not Capitals. The Nationals made it in 2018.
Yeah, that's because they weren't afraid to spend money. They ain't spending money now.
They got a bunch of young guys.
What are they? Was the Turners or the Warners? Who owns that team?
I have no idea. I know they just have the youngest GM in
Yeah.
MLB history.
Yeah, they don't spend money. The Wizards don't spend money. The Capitals, they've finally woken up and started playing well.
We still need to go to a Caps game.
Ovi's like at 911, I think. Last I checked, he's at like 911 points scored.
I got you.
Huh? Well, 911 goals. I'm sorry, not points, goals. 911 goals. It's probably more now.
Isn't that the same thing in hockey?
911 goals sounds better.
Okay. All right. The Ravens beat the Bengals 24-0.
Yeah,
No wonder Joe Burrow's not having fun.
let's stop.
park there.
Let's park there because Joe Burrow's comments have kind of worried a lot of people.
I am worried for him.
Yeah, whether it be his physical well-being, his mental well-being. Like, I understand being in the public eye, being the leader of a national football team, being Joe Burrow, being scrutinized because the Bengals are bad.
Dog water.
it can play a lot on somebody's mental health. And he made some comments the other day of I'm not going to try to repeat what he said because I couldn't if I tried.
Right.
But summarize it, he's got a lot of stuff going on, and if you read in between the lines, kind of, he's leaning. He's kind of insinuating that his future is unknown with the NFL, and he's just not having fun playing the game anymore. That's kind of, if you read in between the lines, that's kind of what he was saying. And I don't know if it's more like this can be something we can go back and forth and talk about. All the money in the world,
Right. Yeah.
all the fame in the world, but that just goes to show you that doesn't mean anything if you're not enjoying life, if you're not enjoying it, if you don't have the right priorities in place. What is it about what is going on with Joe that makes it seem like he's just not having fun? Because he's obviously he can still sling the ball.
Right. Yeah.
Are we kind of looking at an Andrew Luck situation where Andrew Luck, I saw that people were trying to compare the two, and yeah, injuries had played a part in it, but Andrew Luck's injuries were more so serious than Joe's. Like, Joe had a couple knee injuries, but his last few were just like ligaments. There wasn't anything too drastic. Or could it be more of the team he's playing for? He's not having fun playing. He said it has nothing to do with Cincinnati. He says it's not Cincinnati. But how much stock can you take in that when the Cincinnati Bengals, since their Super Bowl run, it's been the same story. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase will win you some games. T. Higgins will show up and throw a little spice in there, but that defense won't do anything for you.
Yeah. I don't know if these are I don't know if these are surface level comments. This kid, he went out on his Heisman year, went out winning the national championship, went to the Super Bowl, got injured, went to the Super Bowl in his second year. His first full year he went to the Super Bowl. Is this, I'm not winning, so I'm not having fun anymore? Or is this something more serious?
Yeah, and we're not trying to diminish what he's feeling. It's just two people trying to get to the bottom of it, and who can't speak to the guy.
Yeah.
You almost wonder if him being on another team would a change. A change of scenery does a whole lot for people.
I've said for the past 2 years, Joe Burrow needs to go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, a change of scenery does wonders for people.
This is Ohio we're talking about.
Skibbity Riz.
Skibbity Riz, baby.
But no, a change of scenery, you hear all the time. Like, you look at Daniel Jones, for crying out loud. Now, I understand that that's an outlier because Jonathan Taylor is
a dog.
He should be MVP. But change of scenery. Daniel Jones did great.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay was phenomenal. He went to Pittsburgh. Went to the Jets, got hurt, came back, wasn't the greatest. Moved on to Pittsburgh. He's not still not the greatest, but he's doing well enough.
Yeah.
So could it just be, let's move him over to a different team and, with an actual competent team who doesn't mind spending money, who doesn't mind fixing what needs to be broken? Or is this something that's legit? Like, hey, I don't know if I want to keep playing this game anymore. Now, Joe Burrow has other interests. There's several, I think for the last several years, he and Jamar has gone to Fashion Week in Paris. He's done a bunch of stuff with fashion. He's into that stuff. That's cool. He's got other interests other than football, and if you want to explore those interests, by all means, go for it.
But he was fine at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
At least he looked fine at the beginning of the year.
And that's one thing. You never really know what anyone's going through.
And he was excited.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I honestly wonder if he's just tired of, like, this is going to sound bad, but I almost wonder if he's just tired of getting hurt. Going through surgeries. And that's the case,
When you have an offensive line like that.
Another team could help fix that.
Yeah, I just don't know. And you just got to really trust the people that are close to him. Because, I don't know if this is, I just don't want to play football, I'm just tired of losing, or because people have been speculating that something's been mentally going on with Joe Burrow for a little bit now.
Yeah.
So you just hope that that's not the case.
So his comments, again, summarizing them, He said on his mindset and having fun, he says, if I want to keep doing this, meaning playing football, I have to have fun doing it. And he said that has nothing to do with Cincinnati. He says his comments had everything to do with him and his mindset in football. He took the blame after our shutout loss against the Ravens. He said that's on me, and he acknowledges his uncharacteristic mistakes. He explained his mindset change stems from dealing with significant injuries, like we were saying, and wanting to enjoy the game he loves. So that's still not.
So he's saying that he would like the game more as a fan at this point.
Well, see, that's the thing though, because I don't know because that still that's having to do with his injuries too, though. Is he was making those statements about his injuries, and I get that. It doesn't sound,
I mean, this kind of
very fun.
This sounds more like. What was that?
I thought it was gonna be an article. It wasn't.
This sounds more like I'm tired of losing. I'm not having fun anymore because I'm not winning anything.
Yeah, he said he was recently asked. He recently said he needs to have fun to keep playing football. He said that if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? There's a lot of things going on right now, both personal and football, and is focusing on enjoying the game despite the challenges body and brain taking a toll of his career. Someone tried to ask a clarifying question about it, and he was just saying, it's been a lot. It's been both. It's both mental, and it's both him, and it's the game. The game probably stemming from losing and the injuries he sustained.
He needs to get out of Cincinnati.
I do think
he needs to get out of Cincinnati.
he needs to get the guy now. If he thinks for his best interest and his well-being and his mental health that he needs to get out of football, then get out of football.
Yeah, football.
Like it's not.
Football's a game.
It's a kid's game that you get paid a lot of money to do. It's not worth suffering through it. So if you need to get out, then get out.
Yeah.
Put that out there. Point blank. Period. Full stop. If you're thinking about it and you're wondering, a guy of your talents might want to try a change of scenery. Go to a lot of people would give up a lot of stuff for Joe Burrow.
1,000%.
But again, dude, if that's not something you're interested in doing
Chase
anymore,
would follow you.
Yeah. If that's not something you're interested in doing anymore, then by all means, like your life and your well-being is way more important than football. So by all means, if you need to go, then go.
Right, yeah.
But, selfishly for people who are fans of Joe Burrow, I would like to see you on a different team before you make that decision. And that's one thing you got to wonder with Andrew Luck. If he had tried a different team, like if he had given it one more year outside of the Colts organization, who knows?
I don't know. I feel like Andrew Luck was just mostly injuries. Like he just wanted to be able to play with his kids. So
that's the big thing you got to realize too. A lot of these guys are young and who want to have families one day. And if they are constantly injured and they fear that they won't be able to play with their children one day, then yeah, I mean, as a dad, I understand that.
Yeah,
like you like
Lincoln
your family
beats you up all the time.
broke our bed. Your family has to come first, obviously, and even if you don't have a family yet and you want a family, that's got to come first too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our thoughts for Joe Burrow. It's
just it's a vague statement that doesn't really tell you much what's going on.
And like it's your life, dude. You don't have to share. Like that's, when you're in the public eye a lot, you want to keep private things private, and I get that. And he was gracious enough to open it up the way he was. But I just want to. I mean, you see it a lot with these young players. You think of Kyron Lacey, you think of Marshawn Nealand. Like if there's, I'm not saying Joe Burrow's in that same boat, but if something's going on, dude.
Yeah, Nealand scored a touchdown like 4 days before.
Yeah, if you've got something on your mind and if you've got something that's bothering you, like I know you're a big tough football player, but it doesn't make you soft to go talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
And if you, like I said, if you think you need to step away, then step away. And if you feel like later you can want to come back, Aaron Rodgers is 40 something. They just signed Phillip Rivers out of retirement. He's 46.
You got Uncle Phil.
He's still playing, and he did not too bad Sunday. So man, if you
44.
talk to somebody if you need to.
Just for the record.
Yeah, if you're struggling, man, and that's for everybody, anybody out there. If you're struggling, talk to somebody. Like there are people out there who will listen. There's hotlines for people who will literally sit and listen to you for hours and help you guide you through this stuff.
Yeah.
There's churches that'll help. There is help out there, and the only thing you gotta do is ask. And sometimes that's a hard thing to do is understanding that, hey, there's something wrong. I need help. Especially if you're a proud dude. There's a lot, mentally on dudes who suffer in silence a lot of the times. Not saying women don't either, so don't get it twisted.
Don't add us.
Yeah, don't add us. Obviously, it goes both ways, but
it's statistically men suffer in silence.
yeah, and it's just because there's a stigma. There's a stigma that comes with asking for help if you're a guy,
dude. Yeah.
But man, who cares, dude? I guarantee you that people in your life
would much rather talk to you.
Would much rather have you talk to them, or much rather have you call somebody, than your feeling of inconveniencing somebody.
Yeah,
because
they see you at your funeral.
Yeah, now I understand that we also took that a very dark turn, but it's something that needs to be said, especially if you're struggling with something.
Yeah.
If Joe Burrow is having personal problems that he doesn't want to discuss, that's fine. But it needs to be said that if you need help, there's help out there. And this is also something that I had wanted to talk about when the whole Marshawn Kneeland thing happened.
And the only reason I went that far is because I had seen stuff earlier in the year that he was on the sideline or he was at practice, and people just were worried about him because he didn't look like he was having any joy in life.
Yeah. I mean, I would absolutely hate to see something like, and this is for anybody in everyday life. I would absolutely hate for something permanent to happen for a temporary situation.
Yeah.
And in the moment, trust me, I know. In the moment, it doesn't feel like it's temporary, but I can promise you it is temporary. It's nothing is permanent.
Yeah.
There's times and seasons to everything. There's ebbs and flows, and sometimes you gotta weather through it, and sometimes you just need help, and that's okay. For a lot of people, their spouses are their help, and other people who are not married, they don't have necessarily that, so they feel like they're on their own. But you're never alone. And I think of Joe Burrow, who has got a locker room, a whole city full of people who would drop anything on a dime to help him. You think of Marshawn Kneeland, he was a young man.
Yeah.
The whole city of Dallas mourned him. You had the locker room of people of support who would help you. Kyron Lacey, 2 locker rooms potentially that would have helped you with your mental health. But and it's sad that the links that some individuals think they need to go to, but we're going to stop talking about it because we should probably put a trigger warning on the front. But if you need help, man, just you all you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
And that's a tough thing to do, but in the long run, you'll be much better off.
Yeah.
Back to the games.
All right, moving forward. The Eagles blew out the Raiders 31-0.
Yeah, I don't understand Max Crosby. He and Myles Garrett.
So loyal to.
So loyal, now look, Max Crosby's different because he never wanted out. He's always like, nope, I'm loyal to the Raiders. I get that. Your talents are kind of being wasted right now.
Yeah, you got a certain amount of time to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or to be
now Myles Garrett is a completely different beast. He went from there is no amount of money that will get me to stay here. I want out. I do not see the vision here. We will never win a Super Bowl here. Oh, hey, how about all these zeros? You know what? I can do it.
I can see
what we're doing here.
Shadir Sanders, he's him.
Now look, dude's going to break the single sack season. He's going to break that record. I think he's at 21 now with 4 games left, and it's 22 and a half. Yeah. He'll be fine. He'll get it. But congratulations. You gave up a Super Bowl ring for
a sack record.
And maybe an MVP. He's definitely probably going to get defensive player.
Oh, definitely. Especially with TJ Watt. Oh, prayers out to TJ Watt.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's crazy.
He was just getting acupuncture pretty much.
He was at practice and he couldn't breathe or something like that.
Yeah, and so they took him in to get like needling procedures, which is kind of like acupuncture, and it collapsed his lung.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now the needling probably didn't collapse his lung. He probably had something else going on, but
yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. So who knows how long he's going to be out? Prayers up to him. That's wild.
The Texans beat the Cardinals 40-20.
They're playing. The Texans are playing,
They're playing
good ball
at
right
the
now.
right amount of time with a great.
And
with
that
the best
defense,
time.
man.
They're
That
starting to
defense
play.
is hard.
They're starting-
I don't want to. I would hate to be the Patriots and have to run into them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
At any point.
It's probably going to be the Bills.
Yeah, probably.
The
But-
Bills will get the short straw of drawing them.
Yeah, but no, Houston's for real, dude. And I don't know about a complete all the way run, but
I
deep
would love
playoff.
for CJ Stroud to get a Super Bowl. That'd
Yeah,
be great.
deep playoff for sure. I can see that, but I don't. Super Bowl might be a little bit much.
That might be a little much, but
Plus,
I
I just like D'Amico Ryan a whole lot.
they don't have the offensive line.
That defense is that defense keeps you in games
The
though,
defense
man.
is good, but the CJ Stroud's still running for his life.
Yeah, yeah.
They took a bad offensive line, traded Laramie Tunsil to Washington just to have a worse offensive line.
That's life.
That's what people say.
Flying high in April.
Shot down anyway. All right. Chargers beat the Chiefs 16-13.
Man, if the Chiefs season could not get any worse, I know some people were still so high on the Chiefs and they were like, "Oh no, the Chiefs will make it. Chiefs will be fine."
We were calling it like week
I hate
5.
to tell you, even before Patrick got hurt,
Yeah, they weren't making it.
they weren't going to make it. Now, prayers up to Patrick. He tore his ACL and his LCL, which complicates recovery, not necessarily his rehab, but it doesn't necessarily make it longer, but it can complicate things because now you're working two ligaments in your knee that do different things. I mean, they do the same thing, but they move in different directions. I mean, Patrick is never really, like, this is probably the worst injury of his career. And unfortunately, it's happening when he's almost 30.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So he says he's going to be back stronger next year because he aims for the start of next season. I hope he does. I mean, for all the grief, because I don't want to say hate, because we don't hate on the Chiefs, but for all the grief we tend to give the Kansas City Chiefs,
No one wants that.
no one wants that. And Patrick Mahomes is a phenomenal football player, super talented. That Chiefs team has been super stacked for a while. And the only grief we ever give the Chiefs is because of the overglazing that always happens.
Yeah.
But I hope for a full recovery for Patrick because that is going to be tough at 30. Because I would imagine, if he's not 30 already, I'd imagine he'll probably be 30 by the season starts.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one. 2 tendons in your knee. Let me fact check myself real quick. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, how many teams?
No. So he's 30 now. He'll turn 31 at pretty much start of the season, September 17th. So yeah, that's gonna be tough for a 30-year-old who for as mobile as Patrick is. Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
And that's what I'm thinking. It just got me thinking. I feel like there's only a handful of teams that really have their QB
For several more years.
for the future.
Yeah, because you gotta think Pittsburgh's gonna need a new one
Pittsburgh's going to need a new one.
unless they feel good about Leonard.
Or Will Howard.
Chiefs, before
They
too
need to start
long they're going
looking.
to start wondering.
Yeah, they're going to start looking.
The Colts are going to need one.
Yeah.
Rather than Leonard on the Colts, not the Steelers.
Will Howard's on the Steelers.
Yeah. Cardinals are going to have to look at one. The Saints think they have one, but I don't know about that.
No, just lost.
Dallas is going to have to start wondering before too long.
Unless you're going to roll with
Trey Lance.
Joe Milton.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's getting...
Where is Trey? He's hurt.
Trey Lance is in L.A.
He is in LA.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's... Lamar's still young. But you've got to start wondering, these teams...
He was 2018. He's
Yeah.
around Patrick's.
Yeah, so these teams, you're going before too long.
Yeah.
you're going to start wondering what comes next.
I mean, Washington's set.
Washington set, Chicago set. The Rams really before anybody, they're going to have to
The
start
Rams
looking.
should have drafted a QB already. And
Yeah.
They should be.
Well, they have Bennett. As far as I know, they still have Stetson.
Oh, come on.
He hasn't played bad.
Stetson
He's
Bennett's
gotten
almost
his
as old as Patrick Mahomes is.
Yeah, it's true. He was an older gentleman coming into the game. But the Rams, dude. Who else? The Panthers, they're fine.
The Rams should have. They need to be pulling the Packers with Jordan Love. They should have drafted somebody already.
Yeah.
Because Stafford ain't staying around.
The Bills before too long.
If
We're gonna
Stafford
start
wins,
looking. That breaks my heart because I shout out Josh Allen. Congratulations on your pregnancy announcement with your lovely wife. That's amazing. Lucky baby.
Talk about
Lucky baby.
Talk about a person who needed to have a child. Josh Allen.
Dude, congratulations.
I would not be shocked if Stafford wins the Super Bowl this year. I would not be shocked if he says, "Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm hanging him up."
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of teams. That's something we can do next week. That's a lot of teams who's going to have to start really questioning their quarterbacks coming into next season and beyond because it's before too long. What's the saying? Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah. I mean, and the Steelers are absolutely stupid. They get a good enough QB to make sure that they don't have a good draft pick to where they can't really draft a high talent QB.
Yeah. The Raiders need a quarterback, but they need a quarterback because their quarterback's just bad.
Well, and Gino's old too.
Yeah. So
But
that's next week. Continue on.
where were we? Chiefs?
Yeah.
The Bills came back and beat the Patriots 35-31. What a flippin'
Yeah, it was like
game.
21-0 at half.
Dude, it was such a good
I
game.
hate for everything I love about Josh Allen. I can't stand that about Josh Allen.
What?
It's always let me
be
show you
Superman.
let me show you what I can do.
Let me be
And then you get you dig yourself into a horrible hole going into the
It's
halftime.
not just Josh Allen.
I know, but that defense isn't going to win you anything.
They need a new coach.
They probably do need
They need a new coach, and they need I don't want to say GM.
Brandon Bean. I don't know. It might be time to.
They
They
need-
had the opportunity to build a defense, and they did not do it.
Yeah. Well, they have it now. With a QB like Josh Allen, you really don't. I mean, I still think Josh Allen needs a 1, but you obviously have been proven that you can win games without a serious 1.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you have time to go pay defensive players.
Yeah.
But they do have Joey Bosa.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Which, has he been really providing all that much defensive stops here?
yeah. I mean, that was an absolute masterclass in the second half of that game. Josh Allen was just he does what he always does. He puts the team on his back. He shows that he's Superman, and he plays his heart out. To come back 21-0 and beat them by 4 or 5 points, it's pretty impressive. And for it to be that score, what was the score again?
35-31.
Yeah, for it to be in the 30s when you had no points going into halftime. If you can rely on Josh to consistently do that, you're in good shape. But when you're up against another Super Bowl caliber team,
Yeah.
you're going to have some struggles. Yeah, well, yeah, but that's also a divisional game too.
Yeah.
So, which is always weird. The Patriots had the number the first game. Bills had the number second game. And for anyone who was saying, and this is the game I was talking about coming down to reality with Drake May. Drake May played a great game. Don't get it twisted. He also didn't do enough to win the game when they had a 21-point lead in the half.
Yeah.
And when we talk about glazing, Travion Henderson had a amazing touchdown run where he ran into the pile, didn't see that anything was there, was able to shake it loose and bust one for 40, 50 yards. And the only headline from that whole entire video was the fact that Drake May was running with him to block. That was the only headline. Not that Travion Henderson broke up 10 million tackles and busted one open for the touchdown. No, it was just Drake May was running with him. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Now, if we're going to be serious, Drake May's a great quarterback.
I didn't expect him to be this good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and neither did I. Honestly, just because of where he played college.
UNC was not that good with him.
I And I as someone who for people who are close to North Carolina, I'm ecstatic that a quote unquote more local guy is having great success. Like has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm ecstatic for him. He's great. I think the whole talk of redrafting and him being better than so and so is a bit premature. If he turns out to be better than them, great. Like, good for him. I just think that, second year quarterback, he's still gonna make mistakes. Let's pause it. He's probably not gonna win MVP. Matt Stafford is my lock in for MVP this year. And this isn't like hate on Drake May. Like, this isn't like the hate May segment. Like, he's cool. He's a cool dude. He's a chill dude.
But watch the Patriots do make it, and Matthew Stafford win the Super Bowl again. That'd be the second time he's beaten a second-year QB.
Hey, I still think it'll probably gonna be the Rams Bills.
And then Stafford.
Because I don't think May is going to be quite there yet. Now, that team is stacked. Now, on the other coin, we've mentioned this before. Like, a lot of people don't want to mention this because it's not popular and it's not the national narrative, which we aren't national narrative people. We tell it how it is. Their record their schedule
That's a lot to do with the record.
has a lot to do with how well they're playing. And it's the same with Washington last year. That was the talking point for a lot of people is their record, their season has not been played against barn burners. The Patriots' season has not been barn burners. You played the Bills twice. You beat the first one. You lost a 21-point lead in the second one. You haven't really played a whole lot of top caliber teams. I understand. They get paid too. They're a professional football team with professional athletes who are a lot better at just about anything on the football field than 99% of the human population. I get that. But there's also teams that are not very good.
Yeah.
And yes, there's the argument that really good teams beat up on really bad teams. But if a team's really bad, there's only but so much you can take away from a good team beating them. I'm not saying they're not a good team. The Patriots are a good team, obviously. The record shows they're a good team. But I just think all of the jumping to conclusions based off of their schedule, their strength of schedule, is a bit premature. Because now, what I will say is if they come back next year, because they're going to have a tougher schedule next year, that's obvious. If they come back next year and do the same thing, I will gladly come on here and sing his praises, more so than what we've done. I will gladly come on here and say, I was wrong. Drake May is fantastic, which he is, but I'm saying the team in general. They got a great coach. They well-coached team. Players are phenomenal.
I don't know anybody on their defense, though, other than Gonzalez.
Well, we don't watch much Patriots games.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Even with Sunday Ticket.
But that's kind of, what's the word? That's kind of talking about their coaching staff, is that I don't really know many of the names, but you're still that good.
Yeah. So that we'll see next year. Honestly,
Yeah.
a lot like who is it? Bobby Wagner says you're not done being a rookie until you're a year and a half in.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So, we're past a year and a half now at this point, but you've had your schedule, what it was the first season. First season with Patriots was not. First season with Drake May, Patriots, not great. Coach was not great. Second year, phenomenal head coach. You're having a really good year. Your schedule has not been that hard. Like, I'm not trying to damper anything. I'm not trying to damper anything they've done. I'm just pumping the brakes and trying to ease expectations.
Yeah.
Next year, when they have a tougher schedule,
we'll see. All right, let's roll because we are losing track of time here. The Jaguars beat the Jets 48-20. No surprise.
Yeah, no.
The Giants, the Commanders wasted a good opportunity, and they won a game 29-21.
For it was two bad teams playing. One team was a little bit better. I think news out of Washington is, obviously they've decided to sit Jaden, which
the boys over here are fine with.
There was a whole argument between the two of whether you let him get the reps versus sit him down.
Well, he's still practicing.
He's still practicing. I think all the injuries, especially this past week with Micah Parsons tearing his ACL, Patrick Mahomes tearing his ACL. I really think that I'm gonna say that had something to do with it.
They didn't like the juju.
Yeah. So they were like, nope, we're done. You're practicing. You're not playing. We're washing it. We're calling it. You got two. He's not gonna be clear for contact for Saturday. It's a short turnaround. They'll go play Dallas on Christmas Day. There's no point. Let's
I didn't want to win another
aim
game.
for 26.
I didn't want to win another game.
They're probably not going to win another
I didn't
game.
want to win that one.
No, they're going to be 4-13. We're going to have a top 10 draft. It's going to be fine.
This is how I felt in 2023.
Yeah.
When, thankfully, the Jets beat us with that last minute
And
field
you know
goal.
who knows? Let's see
Maybe
what
we'll
the
get
other
another
teams do.
Jaden. I don't know.
But I'm fine with sitting him. I did not want him.
I didn't want him to play
I didn't want him to go against Minnesota.
Yeah, me neither.
I think he said today that I wanted to go play. Obviously, the elbow wasn't where we thought it was.
Yeah.
So
There was a Bear beat down in Cleveland.
yeah,
The Bears beat the Browns 31-3.
that's that. Again, Caleb Williams playing phenomenal.
Actually, I think they were in Chicago. Doesn't matter.
That's yeah, they're both cold. That's
wanted to
another.
play on words.
That's kind of switched up what I was saying about Drake May. The Bears' schedule last year wasn't the easiest, but also wasn't the hardest. This year isn't really the easiest, but it's not also the hardest. But he's doing better this year than what he did last year. And yes, same could be said about Drake May. I get that. But for Caleb, it's just different.
See, I haven't been super impressed by Caleb.
No, and I've always said all season, they're
Defense
winning.
has carried them.
Yeah, they're winning the spite of Caleb. Now that they're winning games offensively because of Drake May. The defense is good, but
Drake May does throw a good ball.
yeah, the Bears are winning despite of Caleb because your script for the top 15 plays you do, he's got you. He can hit it. Once you get out and he's got to kind of improvise and figure things out for himself, still some work to do. Some work to do.
The Saints beat the Panthers 20-17.
Tyler Shuck, dude. I think the Patriots like him. I think the Saints like him. I don't know.
They better not.
I haven't seen a Saints
Kellen
game.
Moore better not.
I
roll
haven't.
them.
I haven't watched a Saints game this year.
He's not good.
Kellen Moore's safe. We'll probably round up coaches' hot seats next week.
Yeah.
Because at this point everything's kind of finalized on what's expected. And so we'll do that next week.
The Rams beat the Lions 41-34.
That game
And
was
honestly,
good.
it was a great game. Scores not really depicted of the game. The Rams really kind of ran away with that in the second quarter, in the second half. It was a very close game up to the half, and then the Rams kind of just
knew
who was going to win.
I didn't watch much of that game after the fact. I didn't watch much of that game, period, because I only saw a little bit here and there. Please.
I gotta cut so much out.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of that game. I don't know why.
I think you fell asleep.
I probably did fall asleep, dude. I like a good nap.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's from what I did see. Matt Stafford's always gonna put on a good game.
Yeah.
I mean that's gonna be
The only
his
thing that could
Jared
stop
Goff is always gonna put on a good game.
the only thing that could stop the Rams is if Devontae and Puka can't stop getting hurt. Now Puka
Yeah,
was
with
just
Devontae's hamstring again, they don't know what's going on with that.
Puka was just a cramp, and he just came back in. But it does seem like Puka is kind of like a Cooper Kupp situation. He's gonna have an injury at least once.
Sean McVay said with Devontae, he's like he felt it go, but he just doesn't know the status of him yet. And shout out to him. He and his wife just had their little boy, Christian McVay. Is his name.
McVay.
Yes. Shout out to
Old Sean
the
boy.
McVay family. Congratulations.
The Seahawks squeaked by the Colts, led by Uncle Phil, 18-16.
I think those two teams now we've kind of
They've
hit their expectations, they've hit their ceiling, and they're just kind
now
of
they're just coasting.
it's like they're running full speed and then they hit a wall, and then they
Yeah, that wall was
you know what I'm saying?
Daniel Jones' ACL.
Yeah, which
No, ACL.
Achilles.
His Achilles.
Never should have been playing.
The Broncos beat the Packers 34-26.
That's another. Mike Parsons went out. Shout out, Michael. But that's another. Because I was talking to a guy at work about everything, and we were talking about Super Bowl favorites, and I mentioned mine, and he made a good point. Like, what about the Broncos? Why not the Broncos? Broncos defense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Broncos, Bills, AFC.
I don't think, man, probably like the teams that have always stayed in Buffalo's way are not in the picture.
Dude, I would love it. I would love for it to be a game to go to see who goes to the AFC Championship. Is it the Broncos versus the Patriots?
Yeah.
That'd be
Again,
great.
The teams that have always stayed in the Bills' way, they're out of the way. I don't know if Bo Nix is there yet to be able to, because when you go against teams of this caliber, your quarterback is going to have to be spot on. And same situation with Drake May. I don't know if they're quite there yet.
Right. The 49ers beat the Titans 37-24.
It's closer than it needed to be.
I mean, the Niners are staying in there, and the Niners always gives the Rams a fit. So if the Niners make it, and then the Rams have to play the Niners, I don't know what will happen.
If we're looking, that wouldn't make the Super Bowl a lot easier. Bills, Niners, Bills all day.
Yeah. Sorry, Purdy.
Yeah. Sorry about it.
The Vikings beat the Cowboys 34-26. Cowboys are just
That was surprising.
letting it go.
That was surprising. I think Washington gave Minnesota some juice last week.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and the
welcome,
Cowboys were surging, man. They were getting there, and then they just kind of letting go of it.
Yeah. The Steelers beat the Dolphins 28-15. And
That was
the
last night's
Dolphins-
game, and I didn't watch a second of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I was thinking about it this morning, and on my drive to work, and I thought I had no idea who played last night
I mean,
or Monday night if you're listening to this because it's Wednesday. But
you got a team who. You got the Dolphins, they're eliminated now. They can't make the playoffs. And then you got the Steelers, who they might make the playoffs, but they're not going to do anything. So
Yeah.
there's not really a lot of
yeah,
drive to watch the game.
yeah. So
Let's see. Patriots are at top of the AFC East at 11-3. Steelers are 8-6 at the top of their division. The Ravens are 7-7. They might still squeak in there.
they could still get it. They could still break through. I mean, I guess with Lamar Jackson, you always have
A chance.
some sort of prayer.
If they get 10-7, if they don't lose another game, I could see them making it.
Yeah.
Then you got the Broncos and the Broncos 12-2, Chargers 10-4. I just don't see the Chargers are winning a lot of ugly games. Chargers are like the 2023 Eagles,
But they still got there.
and then they lost first round. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Texans are 9-5. Jags are 10-4. What's going on with that? Like, where did the Jags come from? I thought the Jags were doing horrible until I looked at their record one day. Oh wait, they're 10-4.
Well, that's one of those teams that you don't hear anything about because they've traditionally been bad.
And they're just, I guess,
And
they're
they're just chilling in Jacksonville, winning games. Nobody's talking about them.
It's crazy. Let's see. What have the Jags been doing this year? Where's the preseason? Where is it?
They've been winning games, obviously.
Obviously. They beat the Panthers, lost to the Bengals, beat the Texans, beat the Niners, beat the Chiefs, lost to Seattle, got creamed by the Rams, beat the Raiders, lost to the Texans, creamed the Chargers, beat the Cardinals, creamed Titans, beat the Colts, but I think that's when DJ went down.
Maybe.
And then they beat the Jets.
So they're it's kind of a mishposh of doing a whole lot of nothing versus
Beating pretty good teams.
being pretty good teams. So I don't know. Well, I feel like they're probably that's a team that if they squeak into the playoffs, they're not going to do anything. And let's just be real.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of that though.
Yeah, I mean, once
You
the
have the
playoff pictures are set, things will look a little more clear.
You have the forefront, like these are the guys that are going,
Yeah, yeah,
and then you got like these are just the mid-card teams.
Yeah, and
For lack of a better word.
like I said, it's going to be very obvious.
But
once everything's said and done, and the stage is set.
I would have called Washington a mid-card team last year, and they made it to the NFC Championship. So you never know.
So
I guess.
shout out them. See what they do next year. Hey, God bless to you. But
Okay.
let's get into real quick playoffs for college football. Brackets were announced. Notre Dame
Absolutely stupid.
Notre Dame got screwed. I understand head-to-heads matter, but if it's a head-to-head early on in the season, like it was, and then one team just goes on to absolutely kill it in the rest of the season, and one team just kind of hanging around like Miami was,
and got creamed in the
still winning
SEC
games, still winning games, yes, but Notre Dame's up here, Miami's right here. They're not the same team, and for them to put Miami in over Notre Dame, like if you want to prove if you want to prove a point by Notre Dame not being in the conference and by not allowing them in the playoffs, what is your deal? What's your issue? Just grow up, be adults. And that's the thing. That's the thing when you have all humans picking. Let's just do this, okay? We talked about this. Playoffs, the college football playoffs, top 25 teams.
Yeah.
Your top 5 teams get bye weeks. Have at it. There'll be more college football, so that's better for everybody. It's better for the schools. It's better for the promotions. That's better for. It's literally better for everybody. More football is always better for everybody. Kids are in school anyway,
Yeah.
so let's expand it a little bit. Let's stop playing these games by expanding it by a couple teams here and there every other year. No, let's just expand the top 25 teams.
And really just get rid of the championship games.
No, I mean, well, I understand you know your conference. You want a champion in your conference. Like I get that. I'm not opposed to that. And if your top 25 teams get in, 1 through 5 get a bye week. Or if you want to do your conference champions, get a bye week. That's fine too. But this whole, you know what?
Well,
this is Alabama. Let's put Alabama in the playoffs just because they're Alabama. Oh, well, wait. They've lost 3 games this year. No team has ever made it to the playoffs losing 3 games in a year. And getting crushed in your divisional championship. But you know what? It's Alabama. Let's just put them in there. That's insane.
I would say do the top 25 teams. Have the number 1 seed be the only people that get a bye. And then you just do game for game the other 24 people.
Yeah. Now, God bless JMU. They got in because UVA lost. Okay? Shout out to you. Congratulations. You are going to get boat raced by Oregon. Miami got in. They're going to get boat raced by Texas A&M.
Yes.
Tulane's in. They are going to get boat raced.
Like, what is the Sun Belt Conference?
I mean, the only teams right now, like I'm pulling for Indiana all the way.
UVA should have got it over JMU. If you're going to put JMU in there, you should put UVA in there. I'm sorry.
If you didn't put UVA in there because they lost their championship game,
then why'd you put Alabama?
Why is Alabama in there? I understand money. You're trying to put the best product on the field. And if you're looking at an SEC school who plays football at a much higher level than anybody else versus a ACC team who may not, I get that.
This is the college playoffs. You're
going to
make
college.
Money. You're going to make money no matter what.
Let's do the right thing here. Hang on. But yeah, if head-to-head matters and conference, your performance in the conference game matters, why is Alabama in the playoffs? Georgia boat raced Alabama, embarrassed Alabama in the SEC championship game. Why are we coddling the SEC like that? It's just SEC bias. I saw a stat and I took a screenshot of it.
If you're worried about putting the best product on the field, why is Tulane there?
Shout out Fernando Mendoza on the Heisman. Shout out him. Like, you deserve that, dude. That Indiana team, man, is
Did they make it?
Yeah, dude.
Did they? Okay.
They're number 1.
Are they number 1?
Yeah, they beat Ohio State, man.
Oh yeah, they did beat Ohio State. I remember.
All right, so here we go. You lost by 14 to a 5-7 FSU team in your first game of the season. You struggled with the 4-8 South Carolina. You lose at home to the only ranked team that faced you in November. You struggled with a 5-7 Auburn. You lost by 21 the day the playoff bracket got released. 21 points in the SEC championship. You lost. You get put in the college football playoffs. Not only that, but you get put in the college football playoffs, and you don't even drop in your ranking.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You lost 3 games in the year. You got boat raced in your conference championship game. And not only do you make the playoffs, but you're the first team ever with 3 losses to make the playoffs. And you don't even drop your ranking.
Yeah, it's stupid. On the point of Notre Dame and college football, what do you...
Ohio State lost and they fell. BYU lost and they fell. They're not even in the playoffs.
BYU? No, not that I know of.
Virginia lost. They fell out. Alabama gets dominated by racking up -3 rushing yards. And you still get in and you don't even drop. The brackets that we're sitting at right now is JMU sits at 12 and they play a number 6 Oregon. They're obviously going to lose. Shout out Texas Tech for getting the first round bye. Alabama is obviously going to lose to Oklahoma. Alabama is ranked number 9. Tulane is going to get boat raced by Ole Miss. And then A&M is going to boat race Miami.
Yeah.
And then poor A&M, they go on to play Ohio State. Ole Miss, whoever wins Ole Miss, Tulane's going to play Georgia. Whoever wins Oklahoma, Alabama's got to go play Indiana. And then whoever wins JMU, Oregon's got to go on and play Texas Tech. I like Indiana to go all the way. The only problem is going to be if they have to go up against Ohio State again. Because looking at the rest of the brackets, no one's as good or as well coached as Indiana. That just bothers me.
I'm cheering for A&M all the way.
Yeah, that bothers me. And I know I have friends who are Alabama fans. There's a guy at work who's an Alabama fan. I don't know if you heard this or not, but I'm sorry. That's just unacceptable. When you have those kind of statistics going for you throughout the year, and you still get in the playoffs and you don't drop in ranking, that's a problem. That is a problem.
But speaking of college playoffs and stuff like that, what is your take on Notre Dame sitting out of their bowl game?
I'm torn by it.
Me too.
I see why they don't want to participate in the bowl game because they don't want constellation pies by getting screwed out of the playoffs. I get that, but at the same time, from what I understand, it was a team decision. It was a team school decision. Like from what I read and from what I understand, the players didn't want to go.
Right. Yeah.
So if your players don't want to go, your school's fine with it. The coach doesn't want to go. That's cool. It doesn't look good for you.
Well, I don't really care about it looking good.
Like you essentially taking your ball and going home. That's fine. I don't. The semantics behind it, they don't look very good.
I don't really care about that part. The only reason I'm torn is I understand and I agree with them not taking it because, you got hosed out of the playoffs. But my thing is, this is like your senior's last chance to play ball.
Yeah.
That would be my only thing. But if it's a team decision and the senior said...
If what I saw was true in the team and the players like, no, we don't want pity. We don't want to go play in the Tostito Bowl or whatever it is. The Friday night, the TGI Fridays Bowl.
The Mothball Bowl.
Yeah, because we got hosed out of a playoff run. I get that, but from your point, seniors, yeah, but if it's the whole team thing and they're like, no, we don't want to do that.
From what I'm aware of and what I take it, what do you say about Ole Miss not letting Lane Kiffin ride the ship out?
I don't know enough about the situation.
What I heard is he wanted to stay.
Yeah,
and he was told no.
That I know he wanted to coach through. But they're both SEC schools. I understand from the school standpoint, I understand not wanting a head coach leaving this SEC school to go to their state rival SEC school. No, Mississippi, Louisiana, not the same state. Brain fart. It's fine.
Close enough.
Both SEC schools. I understand from the standpoint of not wanting him to coach this team to go on and potentially share secrets with LSU next year. I get that, but at the same time, man, he built this thing.
Has those secrets.
Yeah, he built this thing. Like, if you're worried about sabotage, I think you're stupid. I would have liked to have seen him ride the ship and get it done. The whole Lane Kiffin LSU Ole Miss situation is messy. I have not even put in the effort to understand it or even read about it because it doesn't bother me that much. I don't care.
Well, college football should put into place safeguards like the NFL does, where you can't pick a coach until the season's over.
Yeah.
But my thing is this:
College football, to call it a spade, college football is a bunch of drama queens and divas, especially when it comes to coaches, the DAs for those schools. It's just.
Well, my thing is, yeah, he took it. He took the job, yes. But you are taking. It's the same thing. You are taking this organization and this system that these boys have played all year.
Yeah.
And you're not giving them the best opportunity to win because their leader is gone now because you wouldn't let him play it out.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. I think they should have let him.
You didn't let him play out because you got sour grapes.
Yeah.
And you're doing your team a disservice.
Like I said, I didn't read it. Like I don't care to know the ins and outs.
I don't really need to read anything else.
Like I know there were some things that he did that could have been better, and there's some things that the school could have done better. That's fine, but let the guy finish out his year.
And I'm also very disappointed in all the teammates. I mean, all the team, the players on the team, because after he left, they started putting about a bunch of AI generated, fake scandal stuff out about him.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, really?
Well, hey, shout out to you. You get Lane Kiffin next year, so
that's right, baby.
LSU's gonna be fun to watch next year. That's
Hopefully they go to Michigan and get Bryce Underwood and bring him over.
Dude, that whole Michigan situation is messy. I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah,
like we know what happened. Like Sharon Moore's charges are insane. What he's allegedly done, nothing's proven yet, but what he's allegedly done is crazy.
It is crazy.
He's got a family, man, and that's it. There's never a place for that. We're getting real deep on this episode with things. We don't need to go on to that, but I don't know. They're going to need a new head coach, and I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of players and commitment guys.
Yeah, we got a local guy here. Does he decommit?
Yeah, Kavion Slater.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
That was some weird last name.
No, Slater. I'm pretty sure it's Slater.
I don't think it is.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Let me find out.
Kavion Slater's not that. No.
Let's see.
Cut this part out, Zach. You know, you're making me have to cut a lot out.
Louisa, Michigan.
It's like some Mexican name or something.
Savion Hitter.
Hitter, that's it.
Oh, Hitter. However you pronounce it. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows if anyone wants to commit to that school? No, It's not the school, obviously. He's not going to be the coach.
He's fired. He's gone.
But it's just the instability
I guess it's all about who
they get in. It's the instability of Michigan, of the Michigan Wolverines. Like, my affiliate...
Dude from Notre Dame's going to leave.
Marcus, dude, I want him so bad. I love him. Anyway.
Marcus Freeman, go to Michigan.
My affections for college teams are to several teams. The Big Blue is one of them.
Go Big Blue.
They're a mess. I don't know what they're going to do.
We'll take you, Bryce.
Or Malik Washington out of Maryland. Kid's good too. But that's enough college talk. That's enough talk. Let's get out of here. But before we do, shout out John Cena. Last match went out the GOAT, the last real champion. Still the GOAT. Hated the ending.
Never seen
17, the greatest of all time. Graced us with his presence one final time in Washington, D.C. It's the best thing that happened to D.C. all year.
That's not inaccurate.
I hated the way they ended it. I did not think John Cena needed to tap. I get the points. I get for everyone saying, oh, you know, he wasn't tapping out. He was just letting go of the WWE. It's not that serious. All right, we don't need to get all philosophical.
The point is exactly what it was supposed to be.
The point is John Cena's
a philosophical dude.
John Cena has built his whole career on never giving up. I hated the fact that they had him give up on his
They didn't
very
have him
last
give
match.
up.
He tapped out. Okay.
He let go.
Oh, sure.
He was like Obi-Wan getting struck down by Vader with his lightsaber.
Okay, well, either way, I hated that part.
I thought it was a great ending.
The match was great. Okay. The match was great.
What's up, kid?
Hey, sit down over there, please.
What's up, kid?
All the way over there. All the way.
Shoo.
Love that kid. The match was great. John Cena did great. Gunther did great. I'm not a big Gunther guy. I don't like Gunther.
Say that again.
Gunther. But
he's a good wrestler.
John Cena went out on a high after 23 years. You always hear people say like a chapter in life is closed, but I mean, in essence, like for the last 20 some years of my life,
Like my entire life.
John Cena has
still
been
on camera.
the talking point. John Cena has been the guy. Like
He's been the GOAT. He still is.
still the GOAT. Like John Cena's been it for the last 23 years, and so now that he's done, yes, that's the chapter closed. What is he going to do next?
Hollywood.
He's going to be great, whatever he does. Shout out to you. And good luck to you. But we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you. We really can't see you now. Yeah. So shout out, John. Congratulations on retirement. Congratulations on whatever you do next. Congratulations on a great career.
Bleacher Report gave his retirement tour an F.
Bleacher's stupid.
That's
Okay.
a little, like, I didn't like
there
some
are some
aspects.
things, like the whole Rock thing was dumb. Like, it had great potential.
Had
And then
great
they just
potential,
kind
but
of
they didn't
dumped
do
it. And
Well,
it's
because
stupid.
The Rock didn't show up. The Rock wasn't there. That's not on Cena. Or really Triple H either. Because The Rock just didn't show up.
Yeah,
Whole thing with, not Travis Hunter. What's his name?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. That was just dumb. Well, and then Travis Scott was supposed to what's the word? Culminate into a match. And then he decided not to do it.
Yeah, there were certainly some fumbles along the way, but for the most part, it was great.
The match with AJ was great.
It was great to see him go out the way he wanted to, and it was great to be able to watch it. Knowing what was coming made it seem like it went by a lot quicker than what anyone was hoping for, probably. But it was good to watch it all, knowing that he's given it everything he's got, because it's going to be the end, and it's going to be the last time in that city that he's going to be there. I think for certain stars like John Cena, AJ Styles, whenever he calls it, Randy Orton, give him, if they want to do a retirement tour, let them go out that way. Let them have their own last hurrah.
Yeah.
So that's just my two thoughts. Like, if you liked it, leave in the comments, I guess. But the match was great. I hated the ending.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at FairCatchPod, at Twitter at FairCatchPodcast,
No T.
Facebook at FairCatchPodcast, TikTok at FairCatchPodcast. That's all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for choosing to spend your day, evening, nighttime with us here at the Fair Catch Podcast. Once again, we love you. We appreciate you. Share this podcast with everyone you know and love, even those you don't. And as always, shout out Zach Kurtz. He hurt his knee, but he did have that first down.
Peace.
Did I say be a friend, tell a friend something nice?
Be a friend.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might just change your life. Peace.